quite a big area. So not only is finding your bike difficult, but sometimes just getting to your bike and looking at all the choices you might have might be very disconcerting, especially when your heart rate's up and your faculties are somewhat out of tact. Out of tact?
Out of touch.
Not intact. Excuse me.
Out of whack.
So when I approach my bike, I like to have some order. I like to have some structure to it. And I know from my experience that I really like to do some things that are somewhat counterintuitive. I kind of do things different depending on the race. But I definitely like to do things that are somewhat ergonomic and that are easily accessible. So when I approach my transition area, my wedge will come off. We'll get back to that in a second. I'll approach it and I'll see my bike, my helmet, my sunglasses. My shoes are already affixed to my bicycle. I don't normally wear my race number on my bike, but all I know is that all I need is helmet, sunglasses, a bicycle, and shoes that are fixed. So clearly it's a little hard when it gets dry. So what she's doing is going back and forth, once again, not rolling it, but folding the wetsuit over itself. When you get near the ankle, both thumbs under the ankle, and it comes off nice. One strap, and they actually put the strap on the outside of the shoe this way, so that way when I unstrap it or put it loosely to don pretty easily, that strap's not going to be dangling near my chain ring or the inside of my gears. But this allows me to actually put my feet on top of my shoe, pedal for 100 meters after I mount the bike, quickly get in, use the back little hook, and then I'm in my shoe really quick. Does it save time? Yes. Is there less comfort wearing this shoe? A teeny bit, only because it's a very thin shoe. It's a light shoe, doesn't have a lot of support or structure to it. I don't need to actually carry a lot of speed to get out of transition or out of the area beyond transition. I don't need to accelerate really fast. I'm not going to be going up a big hill. I'm in a gear that I know and like that will allow me to go maybe 10 miles an hour for like about maybe 200 yards. And I'm staying out of the way of all my gearing and all my shoes. And I can actually turn the bike quite easily. You know, I can turn it like this and run around with it. I can turn this way. And it gets quite fun. And I can really, 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 really run. When you practice, it's kind of cool. Whereas here, I'm somewhat encumbered because my hands are sort of here, and I have to kind of stay away from the bike, and I'm exaggerating a little bit. That's a seat carry method. That's what we're going to practice. Sit there, pedal right here, one foot here, and skateboarding over the bike like this. That's something I recommend, definitely, if you practice it. But if your shoes are already in your feet, it's very hard to put a clip in as you're sort of going through the motions of a transition that's actually trying to be expedient because you're sort of shaking or vibrating. It's hard to get that clip in. Inside thigh, and slide on the bike. You're not even touching the pedals. You're not touching the pedals until you're in the saddle. So that this has nothing to do with the first two methods of the stop and step over, and the skateboard mount. This is literally a big leap of faith, excuse the pun.
It doesn't matter where you're going. Very nice.
Off and roll forward, you're going to stay in the exact same position. If she rolls backwards, you can start to see what happens. Okay? These seats are so cool that they come with a little bit of a lip on the back.
I know, I like that.
So that's romantic. And I swim, bike, and run in the same outfit without any costume changes during it, especially if it's like a half Ironman or less. let's go swim to bike. This stuff goes on about a quarter mile into the ride. Okay, we went over about an hour. Tension.
I like that. Yep.
So it allows me to actually put the shoe on and become shod really quick.
So you don't actually pull. I didn't see you pull them. But
No,
now they're tighter.
Yeah, they're
I just knotted my.
they
I
would
took the
they would
things
be
off
they
and
would
just
be
put a knot
they
in
would
them.
be preset
But
to
you
my
would
foot.
leave them like that.